Well, hey, ministry team leader, so grateful for you, and I hope that you're having a great Saturday, and I hope you're excited like I am for tomorrow morning. It has been so good. I know it's been challenging because we don't know what we're going to get every Sunday, right? The first Sunday, our numbers were really good as far as percentages went. We were about 43% back from where we were pre-COVID. That was higher than most churches. And then the next week, the governor's mandate went into place and our numbers kind of dropped a little bit. And then it's summer as well. So we've got the combination of, what's going on in the world. And then we've got summer and people traveling. And we're thinking that as people begin to come back to Toledo, right, for schools starting up and all that sort of stuff, we're hoping and praying that we'll start to see more people trickle back in to the church. We also think the reason we'll start to see more people return is simply because we're all getting used to the new normal that's out there of putting a face covering on, staying 6 feet away from each other. Sherry and I actually went to the movies last week and last night. We saw Raiders of the Lost Ark, and then we saw Jurassic Park last night. It's just been great, right? To be able to do something normal again, even though we had to wear our masks, except when we had our popcorn, and we had to sit in every other row. It's just been so good. And I think as we all adjust to this new way of living life, that at some point people will start to come back to the church. And we're excited about that. We're excited as school starts to pick up and schools start to come online, whether virtually or literally. It's been typical summer in some ways, people traveling, people going to different places, beach houses, lake houses, whatever it may be, compounded by COVID-19. And as those things start to wrap up, or at least as summer starts to wrap up here in August, we're just hoping and praying that people will start to come back. And even this week, we had a conversation with someone who was here at the church who hasn't been back since we opened our doors. We were able to show them how we've separated the seats. And we just think that as people tiptoe their way back in, we'll start to see a return. All told, though, we know that church attendance is not going to be what it was pre-COVID for quite some time. And I just want you to know how grateful I am for the leadership that you give, to the department that you oversee, to the volunteers that you not only oversee, but shepherd. And as we get ready for tomorrow, I just want to remind you of one thing. Every Sunday is somebody's first Sunday. Every Sunday is somebody's first Sunday. Now, honestly, when we first opened our doors a couple of weeks ago, I wasn't expecting that. I don't think any of us were. I think we were expecting, the diehards to come back. And we found that some of the diehards weren't because they were cautious. And it's been really interesting. We were told all along in this little pastors' Zoom meeting that we've been part of every week that the pastors have been surprised by who is back and who isn't back. And that's been true for us too. But as we start to see people come back, we know that we probably won't see the type of momentum that we saw in the spring for quite some time. But anyways, all of that to say, our online numbers continue to grow, and as people watch online, they're starting to show up. And when we thought we'd open our doors and that wasn't going to be true, that not every Sunday would be somebody's first Sunday, you know what's been happening since we opened our doors? Every Sunday has been somebody's first Sunday. We have had guest cards, we've had guests, we've had people we've introduced ourselves to say, I watched you online and I decided to show up. So keep in mind for tomorrow morning. I know it's easy, and it's especially easy when we don't see the crowds like we were seeing. It's easy for us to drop our guard, lower our standards, and just get through the morning because it's a Sunday. Please don't do that tomorrow. Every Sunday is somebody's first Sunday, and you only get one shot at a first impression. Whether you're serving in the cafe here, whether you're over in our guest services team, whether you're in production or band on our safety team, student ministries and kids ministries, all of us have to work together in our environments at realizing that every Sunday is somebody's first Sunday. I hope you're excited about tomorrow. I hope you'll come with smiles on your faces. I hope you'll come excited for what it is that not only God wants to do through us, but what he wants to say to each one of us tomorrow. Because don't forget, even as volunteers, even as ministry leaders, we're not just here to give tomorrow morning. God has something for you tomorrow. Just like he said something, he has said, let me rewind that. Just like he's had something to say to me for tomorrow, he has something he wants to say to you tomorrow as we all pursue and follow Jesus. Okay, that's it. Thanks for taking the time to watch us. We love you guys. I'm grateful for you. I can't wait to see you tomorrow morning.